Everyone, welcome to another episode of Sheeptank, where we judge the ideas of international commerce companies and see how they might do with some new initiatives that we either pick for them or that we see floating around in the news, and we're gonna judge that. So the idea is one of us picks the side of the commerce company. In this episode, that will be Alex. Alex will be the sheep of the episode, and he will be presenting a new idea from Macy's. And that means that Yara and I will be the wolves for this episode, deciding if Alex is presenting a good idea or do we like it or not, and would we want to invest in this? So let's get started. Alex, what's your pitch?
Yeah, as you know, Macy's, my company, we're doing like 25 billion in revenue. Our peak time was a couple of years ago. It's shrinking a bit, so the brick and mortar business is not doing well, but the online business is doing well. We have 30% online share. It decreased a bit from last year to this year as more people are coming back to the stores. We were always standing for a big assortment, for a wide selection of brands. And now in online, I think the most logical step, what's going on next, is to expand into the marketplace business. We can even add more assortment online now. We can even add brands we don't have in our stores right now. We can add inventory where we don't want to have the inventory risk for. Really moving into a curated marketplace, helping our customers to find more products on Macys.com, increasing our share of e-commerce in Macy's to 50%, leading eventually to a much better store performance. Also because if people are super convinced and get a super experience on our online side, they definitely will come back to the store. So I only need a couple of, let's say, 50 million to bring this marketplace up, adding somewhere between 50 to 500 new merchants that will offer their products on the Macys.com marketplace. And I think on top of the 10 billion in e-commerce revenue I'm planning to make in 2023, this kind of marketplace initiative will add another like 100, 200 million, though it's a very, very fast return on invest, and it's an easy yes, I would say, Guido and Yara.
Okay, Alex, yeah. I have some open questions. You mentioned it will improve our store performance. How does the marketplace help us to fuel our omni-channel strategy?
You know, true omni-channel, and we are true omni-channel retailers. I'm almost tending to say we've invented it. Like the very good brick and mortar performance, the very good experience actually helped us initially to bring more customers to our online shop. A very good online experience with a bigger and wider assortment will definitely convince customers to go back to the store because they might want to experience some of the Macy's merchandise offline. So it's definitely like it's a 1 + 1 = 5 in Macy's case here. And a good channel experience will always help the other channels.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about your analytical skills, but maybe move on. Let's move on to the next.
So, Yara has mentioned this in previous presentation and webinars too. To be able to start a marketplace, the network effect is really important. It's really important to be the first. And to collect, to get a good balance of people that offer the products and people that buy the stuff. And being first is really important because people get locked in. I mean, you don't want to start an Amazon competitor, not because you cannot match the technology, but because you cannot match their network effect. So how on earth is Macy's? I mean, it's not going to be the first. So how do you plan on establishing that network effect and beating the competition there?
Yeah, it's always about the experience, Guido. You know, if we have this kind of balance between like experience and innovation, I always go for a very good experience. I let others go down the road and check out what's working, what's not working. We at Macy's, we are taking the initiatives that are working also for other companies and adapting them to the Macy's style, to the experience style, to the happy customers style. So, and late to the game, yes, there might be hundreds of other marketplaces out there, but the marketplaces within Macy's, that is new. That's Macy's innovation, and therefore that adds a lot of value for our customers.
I would like to dig a bit deeper concerning what Guido just asked you. Which problem of our customers do we actually solve with this marketplace? I understand it's an innovation for Macy's, but what's the innovation for our customer?
Our job, offline and online, is to inspire customers. They come to Macy's maybe for a certain event, for a birthday, for a wedding, for just buying some clothes, and they want to get inspired. They trust us when it comes to the assortment building, and we are getting a much better leverage when it comes to inspiration and creating a much better experience if we add more brands. So we can inspire with more brands, something they won't find in other platforms, and especially the way how we want to curate those brands within our Macy's environment. That is something where I think we definitely add like 50% on the inspirational KPI, and that is a core issue for me with Macy's we have to solve.
But you say you want to offer something that they cannot find elsewhere, but these by definition are external parties that you want to connect to your marketplace. So would those all be exclusively tied to the Macy's marketplace, or?
That's not possible in the first year. So none of the merchants we've talked so far would offer their assortment exclusively to Macy's. That will take like another 2 to 3 years. So we have to prove to our potential merchant partners that it's worth to have this kind of Macy's exclusivity. But I think we have to go down this kind of road. We have to go down this investment in order to be able to have like exclusive partners we are maybe not able to close on the wholesale business that may be willing to offer their assortment on the marketplace. But exclusivity, that's out of the equation within the first 3 to 4 years.
Okay, what's most disturbing for me are your assumptions. So what I would suggest is that you go back to do a bit more work on your business case, and then Guido and I may be willing to have another look.
But Yara, might I ask you like one question? Where are you getting your inspirations from when you're searching for a wedding gift or for a birthday gift?
Probably Pinterest.
No point.
Yeah, too bad.
But it's only 50 million, so maybe we can come back together tomorrow and you can decide about the investment. There is a win-win situation here for our customers and for us, obviously, and I'd like to go this route.
Okay, Guido and I will have a discussion if we want to join you on this route or not, and let you know once you've presented an upgraded business plan.
Let's think about that. And it's not totally convinced, also not totally unconvinced. So it's 50-50 here.
So maybe the conclusion, it's not yet a cheap idea.
Yeah,
it's still valid.
Exactly. So yes, we've come to our conclusion. So join us next week on Sheeptank. Next time, I mean, I've done the first, so I think Yara is going to be next. Have we already picked a merchant, or are we going to select?
I did. It's going to be a surprise, but both of you will like it. I know it.
Love to see it. Join us next week. Bye bye.